Good morning. It's around 7 o'clock. We are awake since 1 hour, and I just have to turn down the tent and then we are ready to leave. The past days it was incredible hot, and I've been so happy and lucky to find this place here under those trees, and we've been always in the shadows, but it was still so hot that especially Tyrion, he was lying around just like paralyzed, and and I felt the same. But now it's a lot cooler, which is really good, and so we can leave today. And honestly, after 3 days I always feel this urgently desire to leave. Yeah, then there is something which just pushes me, so yeah, leave. Yeah, and so it's good to be back on the road. Very interesting. This is the third camping site I'm passing, which is not in one of those camping apps. None of them. Very strange. If you have a look at those olive trees, then you should notice something. What could it be? Do you have got any idea? Have a closer look. Okay, I will tell you. Have a look at this tree. Every single olive tree in entire Umbria is cutted this way. There are only 3 big branches left. They cut also the top of the tree, so all small branches with the leaves and the fruits are hanging down around the tree. But why 3 big branches? Nobody could tell me. Those goats are staring at the dog as if it would be the very first time they see one. It's really funny. The internet description was there's just a short piece of road like this. In reality, it's 2.8 kilometers, and it's really bad downhill. But now, at any point, I hiked wrong, and now I have to go back. And it's really so bad that at the moment I think about to turn around. But now I have got already the half, but it's really bad. Yeah. And going back to the street and then I don't know, going to the next camping site, but I don't know how far this is. For those 2.5 kilometers I needed longer than the 5 kilometers before. So we arrived, but to be honest, if I would be here with a car, I would leave immediately, yeah. Because the noise of the motorbikers on the street up there is just terrible. I feel like doing camping next to Imola racing court. That's so fucking bad. And This noise really makes me aggressive. It's What does it mean to be authentic? Being authentic means living in accordance with one's values, beliefs and feelings. It is a state of being true to oneself, regardless of external expectations or social pressures. Authenticity encompasses several key aspects that profoundly affect how we shape ourselves and our relationships with the world. First, self-knowledge. Authenticity begins with a deep understanding of oneself. This includes knowing one's strengths, weaknesses, values and passions. It means being aware of one's emotions and understanding how they influence our decisions and behavior. Second, honesty. Being authentic requires honesty with oneself and others. It means communicating what one thinks and feels openly and transparently without trying to hide the truth or manipulate it to gain approval or avoid conflict. Third, congruence. Congruence refers to thoughts, words and actions being consistent. An authentic person acts in accordance with their beliefs and values even when it is unpopular or difficult. 4. Vulnerability. Being authentic also means showing yourself to be vulnerable. Sharing insecurities, fears and mistakes with others can pose risks, but it fosters deeper and more meaningful relationships. Vulnerability is a sign of strength that shows you trust yourself enough to accept your own imperfections. Fifth, independence. Authenticity often requires detaching yourself from the need to be accepted by others. This means making decisions based on your own beliefs without depending on group opinion. Sixth, consistency. Although people evolve and change over time, an authentic person stays true to their fundamental nature. This creates a reliable base from which others can understand who they are and what to expect. Overall, authenticity is not only a sign of strength of character, but also a path to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. By living authentically, you can not only develop a deeper self-confidence, but also build stronger and healthier relationships. This question also leads back to the core question: what is the true character of my soul? Who am I really? As many of you know, I worked in television for around 20 years. You rarely meet authentic people there. And what does authenticity do to my life now? Well, since I decided to just be me, with all the pain that caused, I have not only lost 90% of all my friendships, but I have also encountered more incomprehension here and there than ever before. Of course, I also contradict myself and no longer allow myself to be manipulated. And then there are the few people who think they can buy, control and influence me. These are the ones who are particularly annoyed when I don't act in their interests. But no matter what my current existence has cost me, I am happier and more satisfied than ever before, and that is reflected in my work and the success that results from it. Everyone who has turned their back on me because I did not meet their expectations was worth it, because that is how the wheat is separated from the chaff. At the same time, with unconditional authenticity, people came into my life who think the same way and have enriched my life in the process. And I am very grateful for that. If you allowed yourself 100% to just be you, what would change in your life? Why don't you allow yourself to? What is stopping you? Don't you think that you would be happier and therefore healthier if you could just be you 24 hours a day? And why do you shout down others who don't agree with you and even threaten them if they continue to be themselves and stand by it completely? Who gives you the right to deny others their true selves?
Ya no